Yes, guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102. We're going to call this part 13 of Peterborough the second. And I'm calling it part 13. I've literally just fired up the game. And I thought to myself, fuck it. Let's record it. Let's record it. Because this could be the end. You can see the date there. I think I did my update yesterday. And I've just won at Chelsea after Colwell got red carded. And that's our situation. Oh, Man City did they play? Man City, yeah, they must have played. They were 5-0. Okay, so I was literally just fired it up, and I started commentating to myself, and then I thought, actually, do you know what? Let's put it into a video because we don't really know what the situation is going to be at the end of this season. We've got 6 league games go. We're looking for a hat-trick of Premiership titles. We scraped in to the Champions League quarter-finals. And I say scraped because we drew with AC Milan very, very disgustingly. We had the return game and lost 3-1. So I was a little bit angry, believe it or not. We had confirmed it, though, going into that last game at Valencia. And I actually hadn't realised who we were playing in the quarter-finals. We've got Spurs because we didn't actually win the group. So let me just see who Milan have got. If it would have made much difference. Porto, I think I would have probably rather had Porto, I don't know, who knows. So Spurs are 7th, so who knows. So we've got Spurs. Now, of course, let me remind you, with the Champions League, we got to the semi-finals last season, where we were beaten against Barcelona. I feel that whatever happens, I think if we lose in the Champions League, I can't think, right, let's do another season just for the benefit of Champions League. I think, you exhaust the save to an extent, don't you? But we shall see. We shall see. Of course, we went to town on signings. Yeah, of course we did. Yeah, that was on the last video, weren't it? We have agreed a couple of departures. Now you could argue, if I'm not going to play next season, why am I doing deals? Because you just don't ever know, do you? Oh, it's now. You don't ever know what's around the corner. But we've got some deals going out. Oh, what doing, you dipshit? Right, so there you see, we've got 2 players going to Dagenham and Redbridge. Now, they've got £3.8 million they're going for. Now, I just hope that they've still got that £3.8 million come July the 1st. And Gonzalez is going to Lille. As you can see, we knew we were getting Curtis Gent and Swedberg. I'm not sure Swedberg's going to be able to do too much. He's just going to be a bit of a backup player. But I did think to myself, maybe going to the Resis and doing a little bit of building that way. Who knows? Okay, so Mech was out for that last game, and Marshall came in. Marshall, the KDB reader, he's just not done it, he hasn't done it at all. I'll tell you who's been really good for me is Silvano Voss, who we purchased in the January window from West Ham for 30 million. He's been absolutely brilliant. And of course, playing him alongside Rafael Romero, they've performed heroics. They really have. The defence side of things, Mokio is currently playing in defence, although I think I might bring Marcelino Jr. back. But Ramirez has caused me a lot of issues. He has caused me a lot of issues, and I want to just get rid of the fucking knobhead. He's been a right bastard. Okay, Champions League, and we're at Spurs. We need an away goal. We need the away goal. Desperate for an away goal, because if we draw or don't score and they get an early goal in the return leg, then we're in real shit. We've had such a good Premiership campaign. We've lost 1 game, and for the game that really matters, away in the Champions League knockout stages, and we seem to be really struggling. We're really struggling here, aren't we? There's nothing on. Right, next. Do you know what? I don't think I can make too many changes here. I'm going to take Silla off. And bring on Para. So look at those stats, 4-9. We're in control stats-wise, but it means fuck all. Just... come on. Oh, can you fucking Adam and Eve it? Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. fuck me. You knew it was coming. And we're not out of it yet, but if they get an early goal in the second leg, then we're fucked. We're going to be royally fucked. Okay, I'm just going to let Ramirez go because he's getting on my tits. Yeah, he's just, you know, and I just think sometimes it's bad apples, isn't there? You get bad apples, so he can go. I mean, we got him on a Bosman at the start of the season, but he's caused a lot of problems, and he's not worldy, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, they've agreed, okay, that's fine. And I think, even though he's not actually had a bad season in 13, he's caused me more hassle than it's worth. Let me just see my next, right, we've got home to Sunderland, away to Villa, and then we'll have that return game against Tottenham. I'm just hoping I can beat Sunderland, maybe hope that Man City don't capitalise on their games in hand, and I can afford to play a weakened team against Villa in order to look after the players for the Aston Villa clash, for the Spurs return clash, Man City, Blackburn. I feel, right, what we've been missing this season is that elusive striker. That's what I feel that we've needed, and that's what we've been missing. I just think Mosconi's just not really done it. You know, Robal's got the better attributes. Mosconi's got a better average rating, but there's just something about them, and it just hasn't worked, does it? It hasn't worked at all. I think I'm going to go with Robal up top this time. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Robal leads the front line. Lewandowski regen, of course. Let's just hope we can get over the finishing line, really, with regards to the Premier League. I mean, like I said, it's not over yet. I mean, Man City win their games in hand, and they're within touching distance. Right, Gabriel Mech's had a very good season. He's 35 before today, goal involvements. Very, very happy with him. Soadogo has been absolutely fucking brilliant for me. 43 goal involvements. What a signing. And he was a Bosman as well. We've got a couple of Bosmans coming. As I said, we've got a new goalkeeper coming, which could be vital. You don't ever know. Okay, Sports 1, Sunderland 0. Need that second goal. Need to put this game to bed. And the only way we're going to do that is to get that second goal and put it out of reach. Oh man, for fuck's sake. So Voss has gone. I've just been speaking about him, and he's got a red card. I mean, the DMCs, you're always going to likely to get a DMC red card. They're all Roy Keane, so to speak. Look at all this white text towards the end there. We've salvaged the victory, and it really is a salvage of the victory. It was a trip. Second yellow card. Okay, I'm not even gonna warn him. I'm not even gonna appeal that one, provided it's a one-game ban. Man City 2, Blackburn 2. Wow. Okay. I am going to appeal it if it's a 2-game, because he's going to miss 2 crucial games. Right. Let's see. Chelsea, Arsenal, the FA Cup semi-final. Okay, so our run, of course, in the domestic cups went just complete to shit, didn't it? It went completely to shit. But let's not forget, you know, we have, if we look at the history here, we did win it last year. We won the FA Cup last year. The League Cup, we won it a few seasons ago, runners up, season before last. You know, we've done ourselves very... And we won the... No, we didn't win the Europa Cup, did we? We're talking about... We've never been in Europe, have we? In fact, let me... Sorry, let me just have a look at something. What am I talking about? We got to the final. I couldn't remember. Yeah, we got to the final. We lost it to Villa. Okay. Nope. Oh, they've revoked it. Wow. Okay, he was on an 8, so... You know, I think it's very lucky dip on CM when you're going for appealing bans. Okay, the quarter-final replay. So the FA Cup looks like it's a bit behind. Oh, good. Man City are out. That's good to know. Arsenal will play either Manchester United or Liverpool in the final. Right, okay. I'm not. I'm a little bit apprehensive about that Champions League. I really am, and I feel maybe if we win the league, the Champions League eludes us, then I think we've served the game very, very well. You know what we've done. This is going to be 8 seasons, isn't it? This is going to be 8 seasons. No, sorry, this will be three to four. Right, no, sorry, this is season 9. Sorry, this is season 9. So, and it's not as if we've had a tough time, is it? I'm gonna play strong. I'm gonna go out, all out. Let's go to Villa. My phone keeps fucking going. Right, okay. So, oh man, Romero, for fuck's sake. Romero is off. And Romero is on. Aston Villa 0, Peterborough Sports 0. I just, I think I go through phases where I'm really confident of beating anybody, particularly at home. And I feel as we've built our squad, I just feel we've got better and better. I do feel the goalkeeper we've got coming is massive. I feel we need oh, come on! Fucking ridiculous, isn't it, sometimes? When things are against you, they're against you. Look at this. We don't deserve to be fucking level. Injury, and no one likes an injury. You've got to regroup, haven't you? A red card, you've then certainly got to rejig, reorganise on a red card. I don't know if we can salvage a draw from this. 1 defeat this season. That was against Man City, of course. We have salvaged a draw. I think I'm quite relieved with that. Natali, red card. Let's see what he got a red card for. A shove, a second yellow card. Well, we're not going into the Spurs game in good confidence. Man City have won at Brentford, so the gap is 6 points. 6 points, what am I talking about? I got worried there. 14 points in the gap. Man City have got to have their games in hand. I think they've got to have their FA Cup semi-final. Are they still in the Champions League? I can't remember. But we'll see in a minute, won't we? The Champions League. Jesus. Spurs, they're not going to make the Champions League, are they? They can only just make it mathematically. They're not going to do it. But if they can win it, then that makes all the difference for them. I don't care about Gonzalez. 1 game ban for Natalia. I keep forgetting that. You can only appeal immediately. And if you press continue, you lose the ability to appeal. And I forget that. Luckily, it's only a 1 game ban. So, it's now, isn't it? The Champions League is now. Okay, so Man City are in it. So they're going to have a big influx of games. Oh no, they're not. Oh, no, sorry. So they're out the FA Cup, aren't they? Okay, so they've got games in hand, and it's against Man United. Looks like one of them. Okay, Man United against Liverpool, the semi-final of the FA Cup. And meanwhile, Romero's injured. Oh man, Romero injured. We all know what that means. It means that for the next. No, because no, scrap that. Okay, so. Let's see what we can do. Robles just not doing it. He's not doing it. Going to bring Mosconi in. Mosconi comes in. We've got to overturn a 1-0 deficit against Tottenham. If they score, well, that changes everything. It means that we definitely won't be having extra time, and it means that I'm going to have to score 3. If they score a goal, we will have to score 3. So realistically, I want to be 2-0 up by half time. Oh, there you go. Right. I mean, if they score... Oh, come on! For fuck's sake! Absolutely fucking ridiculous, isn't it? So frustrating. I mean, I'm on the edge, ain't I? I'm on the edge. The game's not going to be going to extra time, because if they score, they're going to be winning away goals. If it remains, I'm winning on aggregate score. But absolutely anything can happen. This is nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking. Minutes to go. Wow. Fuck me. clattered him. Right, okay, so I think we've had 3 red cards in 3 successive games, but we've done what we needed to do. We've overturned the 1-0 deficit, and we've torn Spurs apart in the Champions League. We go through to the semis. Man City, Porto, and Barcelona are in that semi-final draw. Well, I think it could be a rerun against Barcelona from last season. Alternatively, it could be Porto, who I'd like. I don't want Man City. Benfica will take on Real Sociedad in the Europa League final. Wow. I didn't even realise Real Madrid had slipped into that, to be honest with you. Okay. I've gone past it. So we're going to see it. Are you ready? Who are we going to get? I just don't want Man City. We've got Porto. We've got Porto. Well, there you go. They're the kings of Portugal, aren't they? Okay, but... Okay, I think we've got a chance. I genuinely think we've got a chance. I think what we need to do now, really, is just focus on the league. Home to Southampton. We're home to Southampton. I think we've just got to... Natali's suspended. We know that. I'm going to put Moki. I mean, do you know what, right? Vermin's just been shit, isn't he? Vermin. He's been shit. He's just, he's just not done it. He's not performed it whatsoever. Just want to look. No, Mosconi didn't get any goal. Got me an 8, Mosconi, but wow, that was really nerve-wracking. You wouldn't think it, would you? 2-0. You know that if they score, it's an away goal, and you're fucked. Sunderland against Manchester United. I think Man United are of no threat. They've won 1-0. Actually, they're closer to second than I thought. Right, okay, Man City home to Chelsea. I think Mansour's not... Mansour and Mek. I'm not going to... Do you know what? We've got plenty of players to come in, like of equal quality. So that's what we're going to do. We're only naming 8 subs. We've just got to win our game. I think, first and foremost, win our game, and then we'll look at Man City afterwards. Right. My phone hasn't fucking stopped, does it? It hasn't stopped. Right, I can wait. Look, oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, man. Who's that Wakefield? The name rings a bell. I'm sure I've looked at him. Quite a striker, really. Okay, looking good. Looking good against Southampton. And you never know how important goals are going to be. Kim is off. And I'm going to bring on Para. Although Para's not right, Silla is. So there you go. Nice change. Gives a few minutes. It's funny. With the team I've got, I almost want to play another season because of it's such a good team. But I don't know, you've got to draw the line, haven't you? You've really got to draw the line. We've had an invincible season. We've won the league. I think Champions League is massive. And we're getting performances like that. I mean, Collado, I've got a new goalkeeper coming who I feel will be a better goalkeeper. So that spurs me to maybe play another season. Okay, we've hammered Southampton. Now, importantly, Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. The gap remains at 14 points, and they've got 15 available to them. They've got Manchester United then in a rescheduled game. If they don't win it, we have done it, I believe. Okay, let's just check that. 15 points available. Yeah, they've got to win it. They've got to win it. I'm obviously cheering on Manchester United here because if Manchester United can, if I can claim the title now with a few games to spare, I can save players for the Champions League. Right. Okay, here we go. Man City versus Manchester United. A win is a must for City. 2-1, they've won. It's still there, it's still there. What that does mean, it means our next game away to West Ham is we can clinch the title, but it would have been ideal. Just look at something a minute, very, very quickly. I was just intrigued about something on West Ham's chin. Okay, so nevertheless, who knows? Who knows? I mean, we've still got we've got the extra games to play still. The Porto game is a massive game. Where do we go from here? Right, Southampton relegated. What we'll do very, very quickly, let's just have a look at, see if anybody has a contract. You don't really see the relegation release clauses activated on the update, I find. Nowhere near as much as what we used to see. I'm going to look at something very, very quickly though. Something I didn't spot a minute ago. It's Southampton, and it's that striker. I said about a striker, didn't I? He might not be top shelf. I know who I want, if I'm honest with you. I know exactly who I want in terms of top shelf. I've got a target. I don't think he's not good enough. He would cost us 8 million. I just think, he's got an injury prone quite high. We'll add him for the time being. Okay, Brighton 6, Southampton 3. Here we go then. Man City are at Villa. And meanwhile for us, I think we need to go full strength. Do you know what? Yeah, fuck it. We need to go full strength, don't we? There's no doubt about it. Okay. Natali is back. Okay, I feel that maybe Romero's on the comeback trail. Now, is Romero going to be back in time for the Champions League? You would think so, wouldn't you? Few days, you would think so. Okay, guys, let's win the title at the London Stadium. What better place to win the Premiership title than to go to West Ham and win it? It's looking a little bit bleak at the minute, though. Looking bleak. Look at the shots at goal. Man, I fucking hate halves like that. I mean, what the fuck is going on? One shot each is just absolutely fucking terrible. I think we might have to take Natali off. Mosconi's having an absolute awful game, isn't he? Mosconi, Mosconi's on a 5. Fuck's sake. This is an absolute shit show of a game. It's finished 0-0. It's finished 0-0, and I'm not sure what happened there. Really not sure. Let me just check my own stats a minute. No, okay. Yeah, not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. Meanwhile, Man City are beaten at Villa, and we are the champions with 2 games to spare. Well. I'm getting quite emotional here. I've led Little Peterborough in 9 years, right? From the Conference North, up in the divisions, and, what can I say? It's been emotional. It's been very, very emotional. A quick look now then, for those of you that are not aware. There you see, and that's what I mean by 9 seasons. Our first season in the Premier League wasn't the greatest, could have been better. I'm we're unbeaten last season, of course. We've won the League Cup at one. Did we say we won the League Cup? I thought we had. It's gonna bug me now if I don't check it. So I'm just gonna actually, I'm gonna just check that again quickly. I'm sure I've won the League Cup at one point. Yeah, we won it. There you go. We won it back in 30. So in terms of main trophies, and when I say main trophies, I mean the League Cup, the FA Cup, the League, and a European trophy. We haven't won the Europa League. I'm not too fussed about that, because for me it's secondary competition in Europe. It's not really key. But we need to focus now. We need to put a bit of a focus. Let me just read that message. We need to focus on this game here. We go to Porto, and what we got going on over here? Marcinez suspended again. Fuck me, always suspended. Romero is back, which means Romero's going to play for Romaro, and I feel, do you know what? I'm going to make a really, really big change here. I am going to also. Where is Mosconi? I do not tolerate fives. I do not tolerate fives whatsoever. Let's just see. He's accepted it. Look at that. Wakefield's just been transfer listed. I mean, he's hit 20 goals. He's had a good season. And I could probably get him, well, I don't know. I could get him for 8 million, couldn't I? So I'm now thinking, right, not to play Mosconi. I am actually going to make a really big call here. That is my big call. Kim is on the right. Mansour, the Egyptian king, is up top. I've got no proper out-and-out striker. I just feel that's what we're lacking here. You know, that's what we're really lacking. And again, we're away first leg. Need to get the goal. I cannot go through what we just went through with Spurs. I really can't. We are 1 up at Porto. We don't probably do... Oh, come on! Fucking injured again! Romaro comes on. I feel that I'd need another DMC. 4 shots to 3. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, come on, man! Oh, man, it's all falling apart. And we don't deserve it. Everything's going wrong. The wheels are falling off, but fortunately we've crossed the line in terms of the league. Just need to avoid not conceding. Oh, we scored. Just need to avoid not conceding again. 2-2 the final score. We're in for a fucking big one, aren't we? We're in for a big one. And Man City 1, Barcelona 1. Let's just check when the next... Right, so, Brighton the next game. Now, we're going to do... You know what we're going to do here. Recognise this guy recording from his loan spell. Courtois. We're going to bring him in for his first game of the season. We are going to play a complete different team here. I think we're definitely going to play a different team. The DMC side of things. The DMC... Vinish. I want Vinish to come in to the seniors just for the time being because I'm going to want a DMC, and he's out for about a week. I don't think he's going to be fit, is he? I don't think he's going to be fit at all. So we'll leave Voss out. Romero will play out yet. We'll play Mansour. We're going to play Ruiz. And then we need something on the left and the right. I'm also going to bring in... I'm really going to town here because we're going to bring in this guy here who has been on loan at Liverpool. There was another player. I'm sure I had another player who I like the look of, who I purchased. He was a forward, I'm sure. It might have been Gallen. No, maybe it was Smith. No, maybe it wasn't any of them. Okay, maybe it wasn't any of them. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, so I'm going to put in Harvey. On the left, we'll have Kim again on the right. Okay, my fucking phone just don't fucking stop. Okay, let me just write a text, guys. Right. Right, that's that done. Okay. We've got to play that semi-final, haven't we? I wondered how long I was going to play this for. As I said, this could inevitably be the end. If we get knocked out to Porto, we've won the title, you've seen that. You've seen, everything else. So we're going to play a complete second team against whoever it was we said. Brighton, is it? I was going to say Brentford, but it's clearly not Brentford, is it? Man City are at home to West Ham. Would be nice to see them slip out a second. It's unlikely though, isn't it? It's very, very unlikely. Okay, here we go then. Home to Brighton. What we're going to do here is this is what we're going to do. Yeah, let's give all these guys a chance, shall we? Gallen, give all these youngsters a chance. I think it always helps. That's not what I meant to do. I think I meant to do Bromley. Into midfield, defence, midfield, right, okay. Yeah, Ibrahim. Have we got a DMC? I don't think we've got a DMC, have we? So, Panos. Hang on a minute. Whoa, I made a mistake there, didn't we? I shouldn't have Mansour. Shouldn't be playing, should he? Right. Okay. There you go. Okay, it's rock and roll. Look at all these newbies. We may well get thrashed. Or I might be a genius. We don't. Is that Mark? Leeds striker. Yeah, there you go. Okay, one apiece. For players like Marchell and players that have fringe players like Ruiz, they need to take advantage here. They need to get a good rating in. They need to prove their worth, prove their place, prove they're worthy of starting in more games. 2-1 up, 25 minutes to go. Time to make a change now. Ramiro's coming off, and although Sittinen is going, I want him to come on. I am actually going to make. I am actually going to take off Kim. Kim's off, and I'm going to bring on Oliver Bromley. Who the fuck is Oliver Bromley? I wish I knew. We're also going to take off Ruiz, the captain, and we're going to bring on Killian Gallen. All these youngsters, right, that no one's ever heard of. I've never heard of. It would be nice to have seen one of those young kids get a goal. But it's good experience. It's minutes for them. We're going to have one more game after this. There you go, 3-1, game over. And the KDB regen has done it. Peterborough 3, Brighton 1. Very lucky, I think it's fair to say. Oh my God, he got a 5. 9 for the goalkeeper. The defenders did all right. Wasn't too bad. Harvey got a 7. Bromley got a 7. Gallen got a 6. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? You know. Okay, but we're now going to shift it all around a little bit for the second leg against Porto. 0-0 will take us through because we've got 2 vital away goals. And of course, who's waiting us in the final? Who is awaiting us in the final? Either Manchester City or Barcelona. It'd be fairy tale against whichever. Man City because of the rivalry domestically. Barcelona, of course, because those motherfuckers beat us last year. Man City have just been thrashed at Tottenham. They have confirmed second place. Man United have more or less confirmed third. Arsenal, well, they know they're playing top 4, and it's a new record for us. 1 league game to go. But more importantly now, we've got to focus. Oh, look at our last games against. I think what we'll do, right, is we'll celebrate our domestic title in our last game. Oh, it's against Man City, which means they should give us a guard of honour, shouldn't they? Okay, here we go then. Let me just remind myself now who won it last year. It was Inter Milan against Barcelona. They're looking for a 3rd successive final. But here we go now. Now, this is really important now then. I think Collada's got to come in. Even though Romans did very well, we can't take that sort of risk, can we? Marcelino, no, I don't think it matters who plays on the right side. I think Natali, I'd rather have him in the middle, to be honest with you. Okay, Mokio is on the bench, and I'm going to put Van der Berg because Vermin's just not doing anything. He's just not doing it, is he? He's really letting himself down. Met can come in. Ruiz has done really well, Ruiz, but you know, it's just there's a lot of players playing for his position. I think Mansour, now what did he get in his last game? He got a 7. Do I risk putting him up top? It's a real big risk. It would also appear... Oh. Ramiro. Voss and Ramiro. Hang on, who's the left side, right? So Vinish is going to be on the bench. Could be a big opportunity for him. Just got me an 8, of course, which by his standards is really good. Silla on the left, Kim on the right, Para on the bench, Mosconi on the bench, and Roble on the bench. Ramiro's not playing shit. 46%, he can't play, can he? And would you believe that Vinish, who just got me an 8, is going to play in this game? Absolutely crazy. My other option I've got is I could put a defender in there. I'm not going to. I'd rather have a natural DMC for what's going to be an absolute monster of a game. This is going to make or break now. Here we go. Peterborough Sports versus Porto. 2-2 from the first leg. 2 away goals in Portugal. Ah, disallowed. Come on. We've just had a disallowed goal. And this is just like the Spurs all over. If they score, oh my God. 0-0 at the break. And Mech's got 77%. Mech's got to come off. And Mark Ruiz is going to come on. Peterborough Sports 0, Porto 0. 52 on the clock. Porto now starting to get a little bit of text. 1-0 to Posh. I shouldn't call them Posh, they're not the Posh. We are 1-0 up. 15 minutes to go. 1-1, oh my God. Oh my God, minutes to go. 2-1 to Peterborough. Oh wow. Wow, what an epic semi-final that's proved to be. They beat us on stats again, but I don't give a shit. And we will play Barcelona in the final of the Champions League. And it's going to be, is it going to be a fairy tale end to the Peterborough II story? Cast your mind back to one of the previous parts on this. It was an 18-minute video. There was a bit of Jive Bunny playing in the background. And I played the last few games of last season. And it's where we lost to Barcelona. The Champions League final will consist of Barcelona and Peterborough Sports. Does anyone in a lifetime think that that's going to be said? Meanwhile, the FA Cup final, Arsenal versus Manchester United. And glory goes to Manchester United. Arsenal have, they lost their last league game, it looks like. They did, yeah, against Tottenham. So they're finishing 4th. And we're playing Man City. Now, I'm going to be playing a weakened team against Man City. That is definite. I'm not taking any risk. We've got 2 games to go, guys. 2 games to go. But first things first, right? Let's try and end the season in style, shall we? Let's do our utmost to end the season in absolute style. In defence then, we're going to have Mokio, Veerman and Van der Berg as the defensive line. They're second rate. In defensive midfield, I think Romero, when is the Champions League final? He's going to be fit for the Champions League final, Romero. So with him and Voss, that means I can afford to put Romero as opposed to Romaro, whatever the fucking difference is. Who gives a shit? Vinish can come in. Vinish will come in again. Didn't have the greatest game in the world, but do you know what? Well, we'll see. Now, let's have a look now then. I'm going to go with Roble up top. I think Roble up top. And now, for the rest of this, I think we're going to go with some youngsters. Yeah, we're going to start playing some youngsters maybe. Give the youngsters a chance. That is what it's all about. Fusi, do you know what? I'm going to put Fusi in. I'm not going to put Roble. I'm going to put Fusi in. I think he deserves a chance, don't he, Fusi? Bromley, I'm going to give Bromley another game on the right side. Bromley on the right. Para on the left. I think he deserves a chance. And anybody for the middle of the park now then? What we got in the middle of the park? Who wants a game? Who wants a bit of Ibrahim and Nigerian? Would be hoping, but maybe Marchell should really get it. Marchell and Ruiz, I think, are the obvious players that should get it. So Ibrahim will be on the bench along with Panos. Gallon's not fit. There we go. I think we're all good. In terms of our defence, substitutes will be Gonzalez and Stretton from the Rezzies. And then we'll put Kim and Silla on the bench. Bromley's 92%. I don't give a shit. He can start. I don't really intend to make many substitutes. Let's finish the season then. We've lost 1 game all season, and it was against Manchester City. Can we seek revenge here and beat these motherfuckers? They're out of the Champions League. They're out of everything else. I don't think they won anything, did they? They're going to want bragging rights, but do you know what? We are Peterborough Sports. We are not United, we're Sports. Okay, it is 0-0, 57 on the clock as it spins to 66. Peterborough Sports 0, Man City 0. Slightly better stats over to Man City. Minutes to go. Last minute to go. Oh, they've scored. Doku, of all people. Peterborough Sports 0, Man City 1. You motherfuckers. We did have a second string team out there. You know, it is what it is. We knew what we were signing up for. We've been beaten. Who gives a fuck, is what I say. We've got one more game to go. We've got the most important game to go. So that's what counts. So Man City then, they've ended up with absolutely jack shit. Of course, we knocked them out the League Cup semis, didn't we? No, sorry. Let me just have a look at the League Cup. Did they? No, they lost it, didn't they? They lost it to Everton. They lost it to Championship side Everton. Of course they did. Okay, so they have ended up with fuck all Man City, which is reassuring. It means, you know what? They can have that victory. Meanwhile now then, we've got one more game before we go and potentially retire from the game. And I'm saying potentially because I really don't know what the situation is. I might let Annie decide actually. I'll let Annie decide. I know what Annie would say. She'll say, if you didn't win the Champions League, you've got to do it again. But you and I both know, right, the Champions League ain't exactly a one-game knockout, is it? It's a long process. And we've had some bumps. A couple of rescheduled games. One of the problems with the update, I find, there's always rescheduled games that go after the season finishes. The Europa League final will be concluded. Real Sociedad 2, Benfica 4. Benfica after extra time. Good result for Benfica indeed. But who gives a fuck about the second elite competition? It's about the first elite European competition, the Champions League. And it's the mighty Barcelona against Peterborough Sports. And you'll notice, right, I'm not even looking, right. I'll look at it. There's not much I can do about it now. So I'm waiting until the time is here before we look at our available squad. Our available lineup. It'll more than likely be the usual. So we've been awarded another £12.5 million there. The FA Trophy. Did the FA Trophy elude us? I think it did. I don't think we won it actually. I'm pretty certain we didn't win it. Let's just double check. No, tell a lie, we did win it. We won it at the end of season 2. Okay. Right, okay. Right, okay. I am going to be, well, inevitably, as I said, this is going to be the last 10 minutes ever of Peterborough the second. Potentially. That depends on what happens against Barcelona. It depends on how much I hit the table, and it depends on Annie's perspective. But I didn't, as I said, I fired up this, and I thought, oh look, Panos, yeah, do you know what? You can fuck off. I've been wanting to get rid of you for a long, long time. Slagira unsettled. I would buy him, to be honest though. He wants to leave the club immediately. Okay, well go AWOL, and then I can pick you up, hopefully. Panos is going, yeah, Panos can go. We've been able to get rid of a lot of dog shit players, different to usual. And if I do play another season, that Swedish player I've got coming on, a Bosman, I may pull out of that. I don't want to end up with players who I just can't sell. And I don't want to free them because it costs us too much money. I don't mind freeing players within reason. Panos was one of those players that I got on a Bosman and was never really going to make it. I mean, certain Bosmans, like that Suwadogo has been an absolute revelation. Ramirez, you saw we're selling Ramirez. He's been dog shit for me. He's caused a lot of issues. It's difficult for a Bosman to be a legend, really, and to play an important part. Here we go, then. Barcelona against Peterborough Sports, here live in Brussels. And Barcelona, look at that. What a season for them. Oh, actually, no, hang on. Oh, it's not. Yeah, they've won the title then. With a game to spare, they've won the title. What am I talking about? They were already titles. Oh, they won it last year. They're the holders. So they've won the title again. It's then been updated, hasn't it? So they've won the title again, and now for the biggest game in my career as a Peterborough Sports manager, there's no doubt It is the biggest game. I've got to make a decision now as to who's going to play up top. Mansour got an 8. You know, Kim 760. I feel that Kim could play on the left. Sorry, I meant on the right. Silla on the left, Kim on the right, and maybe Mansour leads a front line up top. Romero has to be a bench boy. Marchell, he has to be a bench boy as well. We just need to get rid of these fucking resis for a minute. Para can go on the bench. In terms of up top, I feel that Mosconi and Roble maybe will be on the bench. In terms of in goal, Rumans has actually done really well, taking nothing away from Rumans, but he won't start. He can't start this game. He's not ready for this, not at the age of 19. Collado will come in. And now for our defence then. As we said then, we've got, is it did we say Marcelino? Marcelino, Natali. Yeah, there you go, there you go. That is our team setup. Oh my days, oh my days. I don't think I can bear it. I cannot bear it. Let's just check our money. I think we've made a bit of money. Look at that, our money's gone through the roof. Okay, Mansour leads the front line. Here we go. In fact, before we go, Barcelona. So let me just show you the past meetings. There you see the past meetings of Barcelona. The semi-final last season. Of course, we lost the first leg, drew the second leg, and that second leg, just cast your mind back, was brutal because we were winning with 3 minutes to go. We were winning on away goals. Right, here we go. It all comes down to this. Barcelona are playing 3 at the back, which is awful. Now, Cesar Palacios, I know him, great player. Yamel's still going strong, and believe it or not, is still only 25 years of age. That is absolutely crazy that he's still only 25 years of age. Okay, fuck you, Yamel, and let Peterborough Sports. Oh, man, the worst start, 1-1. Oh, Vitor Roque gives Barcelona the lead. Mansour squares it. Mech gives Peterborough the lead. 2-1 to Peterborough Sports. I'm going into Tony Gubba style here. We are 2-1 up at the break in quite a ruthless first half of football. I don't feel we can make any changes. No one's really unfit. No one's put a foot wrong, really. Collado and Junior on 6s. No one's on a yellow card. I feel we're going to need to... It's 3-1! It's Kim! Yeah, well, how justified is that for Mansour to score and Kim to score? 25 minutes left on the clock. And now maybe it is time to make a change. So Adogo is going to come off. And the question is, who comes on? Mark Ruiz is on as a replacement. I don't know if Ruiz is the best player, to be honest with you. I'm actually thinking maybe to bring Mansour, sit Mansour a bit deeper and bring on a striker. So Roble's going to come on. We've got 3 forward lines there. It's Barcelona 1, Peterborough Sports 3. Let's just hold up that ball up top then. Minutes to go! It's 4-1 and it's a substitute. It's fairy tale. 1-0 down and fuck you, Barcelona. This is why I can't do commentary, because I go into one, whether I'm winning or losing. Kim, the man of the match. Absolutely crap. Now, what this is going to do, right, is this, of course, is now going to qualify me for the World Club Cup, essentially. And also, we've had 9 years. So, do we have a decade at Peterborough Sports? What do we do? What do we do? We have won the Champions League. Look at that. We fucking killed them. I say killed them. We did it on stats. But in terms of performance, we fucking destroyed them. Fuck them is what I say. And we have done it. Absolutely remarkable. Mansour, why are you unhappy? Dislike, whatever. Wow, 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 wow. We have done it. And that is the end of this video. We're going to stick a pin in it to tell you if it's the end. Who knows? Who knows? I'll tell you what we'll do, right? Why don't you guys tell me your view? Should it be the end? Should we retire on top? Because One thing I will look at very, very quickly, I was never world class on this, but we should be now. Yeah, we had to be, didn't we? We had to be. And we're in the Super Cup. Now, we're going to be in the Super Cup for the first time, which is going to be against Benfica, of course. We'll be in the Champions League, which... we'll be in the Champions League again. We'll be in the Charity Shield, the World Club Cup. It's going to be... Could it be a 10th year? Until next time, woo, take it easy.